Hey y'all, CB here at NBS Welding. Got an item we're going to be working on in the shop today. Buddy of mine's got a landscaping company, and one of the machines they got is one of these little fertilizer spreaders, and they haul it on this hitch hauler. And the guy's done a little bit of a goof with it and messed up the ramp on the hitch hauler, and the hitch hauler itself's twisted a little bit. So let's take a look what we got. See, this is a device from B&B Technologies. This goes in the hitch of your truck. That 2-inch right there would go right in the receiver hitch of your truck. And what we got that's bent right here, this is the ramp. You'd put this ramp down, and that fertilizer spreader would drive right up onto this platform, and that way you would haul it. I was talking to a buddy of mine that works for that company, and he thinks that machine weighs like 300 to 500 pounds, which is, for a heavy duty truck, that's not a problem to have that kind of weight on the hitch. And the machine did not do this damage. My buddy owns a company, he said, well, the guys, when they damage it, it's not because they were using it like they were supposed to. They left it down and took off with the ramp folded down or something like that. That's where they goof it up. So I got with him and told him, it'd probably take me a few hours to fix it, but I'd give it a shot. And he said, yeah, go for it. So that's what we're going to do. Kind of damage we got on this thing. I know I'm going to have to take this ramp completely off of the assembly in order to fix it. Got a couple of pins. There's a pin on that latch bar that holds it up, and then there's another pin on the shaft that it hinges on there. Obviously, a lot of beating and banging on it. I ended up getting a drift pin and putting it in that set of vice grips, and that would allow me to drive from the other end a little bit. Also put the vice grips actually on the shaft and rotated it. The rotation seemed to help break up some of the corrosion. I'd move it a little ways and then put some oil in it, crank it around like you see me doing here. Put the vice grips on it and beat on the vice grips. Several different little things I did, but got it apart. Use a cutting wheel on a grinder to make a straight cut at the point on the brace under this ramp where I figured I'd want to splice onto it. There's quite a bit of that brace that's just got to go. So for this, I'm just going to do this with a regular cutting torch. A regular cutting torch with a regular cutting tip. I have all kinds of scarfing tips that's actually better for this purpose, but I just wanted to sort of show, what if you don't have all that stuff? I'm taking a torch, oxyacetylene torch with a regular cutting tip, and I'm cutting around those welds and leaving the weld in place. And I'm just basically taking the part of that brace that's destroyed and has to be thrown away, and I'm just getting it out of the way. So this is a demonstration of scarfing welds with a cutting tip. Like I said, I have specialized tips for scarfing, but this is just a cutting torch. And back in the day before I had specialized scarfing tips, this was how I did scarfing with oxyacetylene when I had to cut a weld off and it was just the weld I wanted to remove. Now, the way that you should notice me holding the torch is my left hand is on the oxygen valve. So when I get started, I back that oxygen off to the point about where it would be as if I was going to make a cut with the cutting torch. And then once that steel gets hot, I crank that oxygen up and I increase the amount of oxygen. I don't ever press the trigger. See here, I'm turning that knob. I'm adjusting the oxygen by the oxygen by turning that knob. I don't ever want it to pierce like I would if I was cutting. So that's the reason why I'm not going to squeeze the trigger. I just increase oxygen once the material's hot by opening that valve. And another thing I'll do is adjust the distance that the tip is from the weld that I'm scarfing. And this is basically like a scarfing or a washing technique. And this is a little more of a close-up. This is like a scarfing or a washing technique where I'm just rinsing away only the weld metal, and I want to leave the base metal alone. All right, now we're getting down to business. Let's get this thing cleaned up and make something happen. Smash it! Little squishification right here, get things started. Nah, we get a stronger clamp on it. There we go. Something we can hook a power tool to. Beat on it. Come on, get a bind on it. Getting hot in here now. We got to open the door. Smash that thing down and beat on it. Tag team clamps. There you go. Show him what you're made of. Got her going on now. Well, we're getting somewhere. In this clip, you can see our next problem. We've got this thing pretty much flattened out. But what we got is shrinkage. Yeah, that part of the material that I was beating on, where it was wrinkled, you know, it's still got those wrinkles in it. Those wrinkles create shrinkage, which is making that that portion of the ramp is leaning inward. It's crooked. First part of dealing with this is that straight section where, you know, we've got maybe 10 inches of it that's straight. And I'm welding that down to the table. I got out a little mini puller. This is a little mini puller. I think it's a 500 pound, little half ton, quarter ton, actually quarter ton mini puller. And I'm just going to put a little tension on it and heat it. What we're looking for here is stretch. I want to stretch that material. I can do that with some pulling. I noticed that the ramp was trying to ride upwards. So I got that clamp on there, but that clamp's not tight. It's just holding it not down to the table, just holding it somewhat down. And then with some heating and some beating, I've taken a measurement on one side, taking a measurement on the other, and at this point it looked straight by eye, and it was within 1/4 of an inch on the tape measure. Good enough for what it's for. Ha ha! So whenever you cut out bracing to get something straight like this, obviously you got to put bracing back. And what they had there was a 3-sided bent plate that's getting replaced with a 1x2 rectangular tube. Got this to the point where we can finally put it back together. What I'm putting on here as lubricant and corrosion resistant, I'm actually spraying paint on that rod as I'm putting it through there. I don't know if that's a good or bad idea. I'm pretty sure it ain't going to hurt nothing. I was using oil when I took it apart, so I don't know that the oil and the paint together is going to be a good thing or a bad thing, but like I said, ain't going to hurt it. Get some new cotter pins. There's 2 places where I'm going to be replacing pins here. I always try to go through the set that I've got and put in the biggest ones that'll fit in the hole. Looking good. Here we go with a little more Rust-Oleum rebuild action. Hey y'all, CB here in the break room at NBS Welding, coming to you with another merch video. Want to look at the merchandise, show you what we got. You can help support the channel by buying items. We got the NBS Welding t-shirts, got the NBS Welding on the chest on the front, got the great big NBS Welding here on the back, got the American flag on the sleeve. $25 plus shipping. Send Tina an email if you'd be interested in buying a t-shirt. $25 plus shipping. Send Tina an email, nbswelding@aol.com. The stickers. Got the small size stickers, $3. Medium sticker, $5. The big bumper stickers, $10. The coins, .999 fine silver. If you'd be interested in investing in the silver coin, got NBS Welding name and phone number on the front. Got the bull logo on the back. $50. $50 for the coins. Also with the coins, we've got the plastic case. Keeps the silver nice. Keeps it from getting fingerprinted and all that scratched up. The NBS Welding cups. Got the NBS Welding cups with the bull logo, and it says less yakking, more tacking. Got the QR code on the top. You can scan that. It'll take you to the NBS Welding YouTube channel. $27 for a cup. And I've had somebody said that I should sign the cups. I'm not doing that yet. I don't know if you want me to do that or not. But if you want a cup and you want me to sign it, I'll take a Sharpie and I'll sign it. I'll write whatever you want on there. Let us know. Send us an email. nbswelding@aol.com. Email Tina. And I'm not wearing an NBS shirt. I'm wearing a Kretschmer Excavating shirt. These are my buddies up in northeastern PA. If you need excavation work done in Wayne County, northeastern PA area, get a hold of my guy Cody up there. He can dig it. All right. I want to thank y'all for watching the NBS Welding YouTube channel. I appreciate all the support. Please continue to support, like, subscribe to videos, comment on the videos. If you don't have a comment, just go to the comment section, hit any letter, number, the period, whatever. The algorithm doesn't know the difference. Just, that helps support the channel. It helps get the videos out there. And y'all learn how to work with what you got. That way you always have everything you need.